Hello everyone and welcome to episode 31 of the Woolen Wishes Knitting Podcast. I'm Kirsty.
And I'm Tracy.
This is our place on the internet where we talk about all the woolly things, knitting, crochet, spinning.
Sometimes sewing.
This episode is slightly different, so rather than doing FOs, whips in the standard way, we're going to talk about our favourite knits of 2024 and our plans for 2025. So if that's something... That's right, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought, have I said the wrong... That's the right year, isn't it?
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah. I'm still getting confused with
Yeah,
that.
I've got a diary that I keep writing.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
And having to change it. So I'm not sure if it's going to be a long one, but if you're not interested in our favourite knits and you want to just see our knitting plans, you can skip ahead.
Yeah.
And yeah, so should we jump into it?
Yeah. So I thought I'd wear my first thing.
Yeah.
So this is the Whitmore Sweater by Amy Lowden. Normally it's a long sleeve.
Yes.
But I decided to do it short sleeved. Which I did say next time I will decrease the arms.
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
I didn't this time. So it does flare a little bit. I'm not bothered by it. I quite like it.
That's
but
nice
it's got
as well.
yeah, it's open. Yeah. So this was knit out of James Bret Shhhhh in pink lace, which I thought went perfect. And I only used one ball.
That's amazing. So size
I think
medium?
it was a medium. Yeah, one ball, which you can't go wrong, can you?
No.
I want to definitely knit more of the... I love the Whitmore pattern. You still haven't done one.
No, I haven't done one.
So it's a top-down, seamless lace yoke.
You said it was really easy to follow.
It is, and you put stitch markers in between each section. So even if you do, you know when you've gone wrong.
Yeah.
And it's easy to mend.
And that's what what you want to know straight away rather than having to frog back.
And I said last time that I thought that I was allergic to this.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fine. I've worn it quite a few times and not had a problem, so...
It might have been... Was it the summer when that happened?
It was the summer.
So it might have been something to do with
it might have
overheating.
But no, I've worn this loads. And it's not wobbly.
Oh, that's held up?
Yes, held up. I think it's...
Because with the halo on that yarn, it's almost like a something you could use as an alternative for mohair.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, because it's so... So it feels like a fingering.
Yeah.
But it's down as a DK.
It's got the meterage of a fingering weight as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It's supposed to have 5 inches, I think it was, of positive ease. I think that's perfectly fine. But I do definitely want to knit
Make
more
another
of
one.
these. Yeah. In the same
yarn as well.
Yeah, ready for the summer.
Lovely.
But it comes, I think the sleeves is, so it comes in 2 different sleeves as well. A tapered or a balloon. No, bishop sleeve.
Oh, I
which
like
is
that,
what
the
I done on
puff
my
sleeve.
I done that with my other one. But yeah, so that's my first.
Oh, I don't know if I'll pull things out in order.
Oh no, I'm just...
But if you want to know more about any of the things we show as well, everything will be in the description box, which we talk about with links to Favourie. Yeah. But if you want to know more, you can go back. So we've picked things from episode 22 to episode 29. Is that right? Or did you go for 21 from episode 21?
No, 22.
So this wasn't actually anything I made, but I thought I'd wear it today and show you. I don't know if you can see the sparkle. Is that showing up, do you think?
I can see it a little bit, yeah.
So my grandma made this for herself, probably in the late 90s on her knitting machine. So it was knit in pieces on the machine and then seamed together. I don't know if it's showing up the sparkle.
It's beautiful.
But it
does a little bit, yeah.
It's like
I can see it.
Cotton. I think it feels like a cotton.
Yeah, definitely.
With a pink, blue and gold sparkle running through it.
It's stunning.
But it's made me think about how nice a set-in sleeve looks.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's been seamed and everything. But yeah, I know it would have been
It's perfect,
It
doesn't
does. We've got the sort of similar shoulder width. I'm a lot taller, but yeah, I thought that's nice.
It's beautiful.
And I haven't worn it on here before, so I thought I'd show. But Yeah, was there something else I was going to say? Yeah, I know it was the sort of late 90s because Grandma moved and then I think she got rid of her knitting machines.
Yeah.
Then. But yeah, so that's that. Should I show you something?
Yeah.
Right, so this is the Zig Zag Scarf by Kirsty that I knit in Zauberball.
Yeah.
Everything, all the names, the colour names and things will be linked below. But this, actually, I was knitting this over 2 years before I think I started this in 23. Yeah. But the only thing I changed from the pattern is I added the I-cord border and I just alternated the two colours. And it's a colour changing yarn, so it did its own thing for the rest of the time.
It's beautiful.
So fun. I'll let you hold that a second because I'm looking for something else. And here it is. So a few years ago before that, I did make another one. But this one I didn't do the I-cord border for. And I turned it into a cowl. There's the seam. I just stitched it together.
Yeah.
And this was in, I don't know if they do it anymore, Drops Delight.
Oh, right.
So you can start it and then decide to finish it sooner and just sew it together.
That's such a good idea.
But this was another colour changing yarn, but I think I also broke the yarn.
Right.
There's a few different ones I used and I kept breaking it if I wanted the colour to change.
That's beautiful as well. That's quite a good idea, you know. Because I've got one on the go.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
It did take quite a long time to knit. It was on 3mm needles. Again, I put stitch markers in between. So I knew. But it's only a 2-row repeat and it's free pattern. Yeah. So that's the first one.
Beautiful. Right. So I've got... Right. So my second favourite FO is my shortbread hat.
I love that one so much.
By Brogan Murray. It was so fun to knit. It's
look at the definition of the cable.
Yeah. So it's a cabled hat. It's got different just this one is like a Celtic cable, and then you've got the textures in between.
It's beautiful.
So this was knit out of Drops Lima.
Lovely.
Did I put the colour? No, I have not put the colour away.
I think it'll be easy to tell. From Wool Warehouse, you got it. So
Wool Warehouse.
They put colour names on there, but actually on the ball bands of Drops, it's just numbers.
Yeah.
So
2x2 rib. But yeah, this is definitely my most favourite.
Was that easy to do?
So easy. So easy. And quick. Really quick.
And DK.
So it's DK, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
But I love cables.
That looks amazing. That was like really nice stitch definition.
Yeah,
there.
You can really see it, can't you? So
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, next. Okay, so this there wasn't a pattern for, but I cast on 120 stitches on 3mm circular needles and then did a simple stitch pattern. So I'll bring it up close, you can see. There's 3 stitches, 3x1. So it had 5 rows of that sort of thing, and in the middle I think you can clearly see that stitch pattern, so you could sketch that out on a piece of paper if you wanted to use it. And then I just alternated it and then did the longer one. So this middle section here has the 5 stitches in the middle, this one only has 3, and these parts go into the middle. I think I did 1 row plain in between.
That is so pretty.
But the background colour is British wool cone, woolly knit, British wool cone, Aran cream net, and then the main colour or the design colour was some hand spun from All to Die For that I spun up, and I absolutely loved making this.
It's beautiful. So
I just used as much, much as I could up. Almost fell on you there, and then it can just wrap round twice.
Yeah,
I love these. 120 stitches, 3mm needles for 4-ply weight. And I think that's a really good count because loads of different repeat numbers go into 120.
Yeah.
It had the maximum options for changing things, and you can just play. And because this was so easy to read the knitting, I didn't have to use a chart. I could just see what I had to do next to carry on, and obviously the neps in the background give it another layer as well.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that.
One.
That's so good. So my next FO of 2024, one of my favourites, is the Painting Honeycomb Shawl.
Sorry, I'll have a sip of this.
That's all right. By Stephen West. And this was knit in Botanical Yarns, burgundy to purple fade.
How do you remember how was it 200 grams of yarn, the fade? Do you remember how much yarn was in the fade?
There was...
That's fine, we can talk about it after. I know you had a green one as well.
It might have been, you know, 20 grams.
Oh, it's 20 grams of each colour?
Was it 20 grams?
I don't know.
No, I can't remember. I'll have a look because I've got the other fade.
The green
I can
one.
put it in the show notes. But yeah, and I also used Blue Fern Yarns Undyed Jack for the honeycombs. This is...
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you got the tip there? You can get that.
The only thing with this one was getting started because it's a long I-cord.
Oh, you started here?
Yeah.
With the long I-cord.
You do a long I-cord and then you're decreasing on one side. So I think it was something like 200 and something stitches.
And then
nearly 300 stitches.
And then you picked up
and then
the
you pick up, yeah. But I just love how this turned out.
Yeah. Show that side a bit more. That edge. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So nice.
I might make one of these.
Yeah. He's got you can do the smaller honeycombs
so this
or
is
the bigger honeycombs, and I think with the smaller one you don't do the long I-cord.
Oh, you might work
I'm
it the
pretty
other way.
sure you work it the other way. But yeah, I love.
Do you wear it much?
I don't. Oh, or I will indoors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
It's so nice.
But yeah, I've heard a few people say that pattern's quite easy.
It's so easy. Yeah, it looks complicated, but no.
Amazing. So I mentioned the Woolly Waffle Triangle by Stephen West on the last episode because that's the pattern I used to make my advent scarf. But this is the one that I made last year. And I held 2 4-ply weights together because it's sort of a DK weight pattern, and the stripe that runs through it was a Dundiger yarn. It was a single ply that we got from Unravel last year from 80 Skeins, and then the main colour was some random yarn I had in my stash that I dyed blue. Cat hairs on it. But that was fun. You started at the smaller end and worked up. I'll bring it close. So you've got the texture. And then where I held the navy blue with the self-striping, it gave a really nice sort of colour.
This feels lovely.
Going through. It is quite rustic, but not...
No.
It's difficult for me to say, actually, because a lot of yarns I'm not really that sensitive to unless I overheat.
Yeah.
And then it will start prickling a bit more. So I don't know if somebody who was sensitive would want to use this yarn. But
yeah, it's beautiful.
And this one's so big and warm. I just carried on until I ran out of no, I hadn't run out of yarn completely, but I think I made it slightly bigger than the pattern called for. But this would be fun in scraps. So if you had one main colour or any scraps, and you just keep holding 2 together. So simple, the pattern, easy to read once you start as well. So
perfect.
And so warm.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Which is what we need at the minute.
Yes.
Right. So my next, I had to have some socks, were my
amazing
tennis socks by Sarah Heyman. And these were in the 52 weeks of socks volume. Was it? Yeah, volume 2.
It was the volume 2.
Yeah. But what I liked about this is that you don't have to just write the knitter. It's got all of the letters, so you can then have a play and choose what you want. But yeah, these ones are knitter. And then
actually, I remember you did a special jacquard thing, didn't you? At the back.
The jacquard. What's it called?
Ladder back.
Ladder back jacquard or something, isn't it? Oh, let me take it.
For that gap. Got it.
Yeah. So that you can't see. It just helps with not seeing the...
Yeah, it was on the because there was that long bit after
long
the
bit
arm.
after the...
Yeah, there.
There.
And so it's basically you add an extra stitch that you then stitch together or something, but it gives you the stretch without it. Yeah, gives you the stretch.
Yeah, without it.
Long float on it.
And then you had I think it was a tiny folded.
That's really nice.
Brim.
So worth that extra detail.
Yeah. I do love a rib sock as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, these were fun and really quick because you just wanted to, once you've got that colour work done.
Yeah, so that was like a little complicated bit.
Yeah.
Not
even complicated, but yeah, once you've done...
Pay attention.
Yeah.
And then a nice easy sock down the foot.
Yeah, I do like these. Fun.
Yeah.
And they were knit out of Drops Nord and Drops Fable. So the green was the Nord and the brown and the grey was Fable. Done.
Lovely. So my next one was the Garandet by Evgenia Dupley, and this I knit out of Drops Air, and so I picked this one. I think it was really simple to do. It had a simple sort of broken rib detail, and it had these really nice curved ends there.
That's stunning.
But I think this is a really good gift knit. So I held it also with the Rico Make It Tweed.
Yeah.
So it's got all the rainbow speckles in it. And I'm sure it was a large needle. I can't remember the needle size. This was from the 52... No, it wasn't 52 weeks. It was... Yeah, 52 weeks of easy knits.
Yeah.
But I think it's also available. I think all of them from the book are also available on Ravelry, aren't they? That we've put in. So it was a large needle. And yeah, just a really simple, but because of the yarn I'd used.
Yeah, it's
really nice.
I still need to use my tweed.
But the Drops Air as well. I don't know. People have used it for garments, but it's so soft.
I made Hudson a jumper out of the Drops Air, and it's beautiful. So nice. It's an Aran, isn't it? Is it an Aran?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Lovely. I love that.
So yeah, I'm really, when I was looking through things to pick, a lot of mine were things for your neck. I think that is my accessories.
Yeah.
Is my favourite.
Yeah, same
thing
actually.
To knit.
I think the rest of mine might be. Yeah, the rest of mine are. So I literally had a pair of socks and a hat. The rest are.
Yeah. Oh, this is garment.
Oh yeah, apart from that. Yeah. Right. So my next one was crochet. And it was my...
I thought you'd pick this one.
Yeah. My Moonlit Sh by Sandra Paul. And this was knit out of Felt Fusion colourway Tizzy. Stunning.
Yeah,
and then the bottom lace you add on after, like you start picking up, going down. I chose, I think it was Drops Nord, was it? I didn't write it down. I think it was... might have been Drops Nord, or was it Bird Street?
It was, yeah, it's not Drops Nord.
Actually, it was Bird Street yarn. It will be in the show notes.
Yeah,
what colour? But yeah, so in her pattern, she uses the same colour.
Yeah, and it was a single colour, wasn't it? A plain.
Yeah, just plain.
And yours was variegated. and did the pooling, funny pooling at the...
I think this is my favourite of favourites.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's so simple.
It was a nice
Such a simple make.
Yeah, the pattern's really easy to understand.
Yeah.
And really quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that again is something that would be great gift knit.
I do love the crescent.
Crochet.
Oh yeah, crochet.
I said gift.
Yeah.
Knit.
I've probably said it as well.
No,
I think I used a 3.5 hook on mine.
That's beautiful.
And obviously they're fingering weight. But yeah, I do love the crescent shaped shawls.
Yeah, it's a shallow one as
They're
well.
nice and easy to wear. But yeah.
Beautiful. Right. The next one I picked was when I did my spinning in the summer for Tour de Fleece.
Yeah.
I had some mystery minis from Spin Jones, so I spun them all up, added something I already had from Stash as well, and then this was a 3-ply, which I don't usually, it is a 3-ply, yeah, which I don't usually do. So I combined all the colours together, and I then searched on Ravelry for a project that would use up what I had.
Yeah.
And this is the Soft Shoulder by Chris Basta. I'll put it on so you can see it. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, but I changed it slightly. So in the pattern, I think there's 2 sizes as well, small to medium and large, but it has a sort of raglan style shaping. So I think you would just make more. Yeah. You would increase it more. On the pattern, I changed it to a garter here, rather than there was some kind of sort of simple cable or a textured, a textured pattern there. So I changed it. I also, I'll pull this up. I cast on here, and that's how it looks in the pattern. Okay. And I had this leftover yarn. So I came back, picked up, and I knit it inside out. So I had the reverse stockinette, so I could fold it over and use up all the yarn, and then it just has a rolled hem because I just cast off. That's lovely. Yeah.
What was that one called?
Soft Shoulder.
Soft Shoulder.
And it was Aran weight. But it's that sort of mixture of a cowl and a poncho. Yeah. And I loved it because also the yarn I used, that I got to use up all the fun yarn. Yeah. And it was drawing Tour de Fleece, so I spun it.
Yeah, that's it.
And knit it in the same time.
Perfect. Love that. So nice.
Right.
Right.
I think we're flying through these. We just, got the other stuff, and obviously people have seen them before. Yeah. So it's that mix between giving the information, but not just repeating.
Exactly.
Oh, beautiful.
So this was my... I did steam it, but because I've folded it, it looks... That's fine. So this is my Simon shawl by Joanna Herriot from Twin Set and Pearl. So I think it's their oldest brother, is it? Did I write it down? Yeah, their oldest brother is called Simon. So this, I can't actually say it's my favourite. Everything is my favourite.
But this is so wearable.
So wearable. Yeah.
Not that other things aren't, but it goes with everything. It goes, the colours you chose.
Yeah. Oh look, you can see my mistake there. But yeah, such a fun knit. So it's just garter and slip stitches. Yeah. But it makes it look
in Joe's crescent shape.
Yeah. And this was knit out of Knitting for Olive. Yes. In the colour bottle green and snowflake.
Very nice yarn.
Yeah.
It feels soft, but also like it wouldn't peel. But there's something about the twist to it.
So I done mine with a 3.25mm.
Is that going down? It
calls for the 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did start with a 3.5, but it was quite airy.
I think this one is a thinner yarn.
Yeah.
And it came with extra meterage, but you can use, so that yarn has, I don't know, it was something like 600 metres or 500 metres. But you can use two 4-plies. Yes. 200 gram.
100 gram.
And then there's a middle section that's just plain knit, so you could use up half of your yarn and then just start the...
Yeah. Again, the crescent. Yeah. Jo's famous for our crescent shawls.
Favourite shape. So fun.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Love those colours.
Yes.
I would probably knit another cowl.
Yes.
The Simon Cowl.
I mean, I might do it last week. Yeah.
Yeah, I might do another. It just takes so long, just so lazy.
It did take a while. I'm still working on my one. Right, what have we got now? So again, this was something that there wasn't a pattern for, but I've been experimenting with colourwork socks and what you could do with colourwork. So with these, my normal socks are 64 stitches on a 2.5. So these are 72 on a 2.75, and then the rib, the heel and the toe on a 2.25. I wanted to see with a simple, so this is a simple 1x1 background of black and white, and then I drew out a chart for a panel running down the front of the sock in just black and white. And at the end, when I finished the sock, I duplicate stitched over this section of it in the pink.
It's so good.
They have been worn and debobbled for today, but I was really pleased with these ones. It was Drops Fable in the black, white and pink. And then I think a neon, it was the opal sock yarn in the neon.
So nice.
I did a Fish Lips Kiss heel, I think, here. I think that's a Fish Lips Kiss. Yeah. For the heel. And it was just fun experimenting with them. I do have a problem, you can really see. Although that was the join, so that one looks bad anyway because the job of the colour work. But this side, you can see I have a problem with the tension just on the edge. But I'm going to try again this year with trying to do it on the 9 inch circulars, and see if that makes a difference. But obviously, if you're doing a background of 1x1, you could have any sort of bigger stitch thing here in the background, you know, something out of the doodle book.
Yeah.
So rather than thinking of a colour work round, just think of little panels.
Yeah.
That you could have anywhere, or like the cowl that I did, that was, you could have a background that was a simple background, and then you just keep putting random, almost tiles, on it. So
they're fun.
But I had to include some
and
socks,
Oh yeah, definitely. I love the duplicate stitch.
It worked really well.
It really has.
With the socks, I'll bring it up really close so you can see it's never perfect. Well, I don't know, maybe some people can get it perfect.
I think it is.
But yeah, I loved how these ones turned out. I think these are my favourite socks.
Well, it's nice that you don't have to hold 3 yarns.
Oh yeah, I couldn't.
I
couldn't have coped with doing that. It would have been too much for me.
I love those. Well done. They're really nice. So I had to show you this again.
Ah, yes.
So this was my Lpus Cow by Jude Harper. And this was knit in Siobhan's Crafts Advent for 2023. And Bird Street Yarn Stonewash.
That's amazing.
So I just used as much as what did I do? 20 rows, I think. 20 rows and 10 rows. So I've done the colour.
That one's flashing.
I know. It's so, I just love all the different.
Was the Advent, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Each.
It definitely shows off the yarn. Look at that.
Yeah, it's amazing. That was such a good Advent project, and I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
With mine, but yeah, when I did my Advent project this year, of it being simple to make, but obviously all the fun colours.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
It's so good. I'm so good.
No, it is.
It's not me. It's the yarn.
It is so good.
It's the yarn.
How, look, just joy.
Yeah, and such a simple.
So this is probably my favourite of your.
Yeah, this is a free pattern. Literally cast on 100 stitches, join in the round, and then just go. So it's good scrappy.
Yes, Siobhan's Crafts. She's really good with her really fun colours.
Yeah.
I've probably just shown that again, but I love all the flashing that happens, and then the speckles.
Yeah. Yeah, I do love this.
Amazing.
I do like to have a Lpus Cow on the go.
Yeah, with it just going round and round, simple, mindless.
Yeah.
Project
and
too.
You know, you can do little micro stripes. You don't have to do.
Yeah.
You could just do.
I'd never trust those magic balls that people use, but you could.
But you could, yeah.
If you're the person who trusts those.
Yeah.
You could do something like that as well. Tiny scraps and just keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, keep going until you've run out, and then I love it.
I've got a length that you're happy with.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely want to do another one the size that you.
Yeah, well, actually somebody asked, I did 20 contrast colour rows of 10.
Right.
And so there's 41 rows altogether of 10 stitches.
Yeah.
The background colour's got 21, the main colour, so it was 20 grams. And I did 4 stripes of each colour, but I went in the sequence of the 5 colours.
Yeah.
To make that length. Although yours probably wraps around 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Okay, so sorry, a lot, isn't it? I don't know if we're flying through them or how long we're taking to get through them. So this is my shawlography. I'm not going to list all the yarns out again because I've gone through them several times, but they'll be in the description box. Yeah. Stephen West shawlography, and I started this the year before. Yeah. And I finished. Yeah, I finished it. And then this took me so long, I think, because I was afraid. Yeah. I was afraid that after putting all the work in, that at some point, like, you know, here or something, I'd drop a stitch and it would go into this part and it would ruin the whole thing. So I was kind of anxious when I was working on it. But when I finished it, I was really proud of.
It's amazing.
Stephen's patterns are really good and amazing. And his mystery knit alongs, because of the tutorials, you can follow everything along. Yeah. And yeah, I loved it, and it's given me confidence to try all the different things. Yeah, I picked this up at a yarn show where I wanted all yellows, and obviously it isn't all yellows. I had to put greens in as well, but it still went with the theme. It does. So it's made me think that obviously I've cast on more Stephen West shawls now. Yeah. But that I can do more complicated things and just take my time. But it didn't need to take me 2 years. I could have done it quicker. I was just afraid. But yeah, you can put lifelines in. So like after this bobble section, I did put a lifeline in so that if anything went wrong, at least I didn't lose the stuff before that. But this end took ages as well. But I didn't want to not have it because other people had changed it. That was one of my favourite parts of the shawl. Yeah. It makes it that fun bit. But yeah, and I was pleased also that I did it in indie dyed yarn because it's a special thing. Yeah. And I'm happy that I still had half the yarn left. I think it was maybe it was just over 250. So I had the 5 colours, 100 grams. I've still got loads left. There's probably enough for, there is enough for another project in this colour scheme if I wanted to do it. So yeah, that is amazing, that one. That might be my favourite of. Yeah. I don't know how much I wear it. Not because of the colours or anything. I'm just worried about catching it. Like these bits in door handles. And it like ripping. Oh yeah, no. Oh. Put it on your wall. Yeah. Just look at it. Right. So this is my last one. Oh, okay. So I had to show the shift by Andrea Mai. Again, this with my shortbread hat. That's been what I've been wearing. Yes. Most of the time. Oh, with the cable. That's the cabled hat. Yeah.
So this was knit out of the Shhhhh edition 3. So it's like the smaller Zalba balls.
Yep.
The sport weight. I won't go through the colours because I can't say them.
Oh, the colours, the German names.
Yeah. So this is knit with a 3.75mm needle, and you seam it. Was it mattress?
It wasn't mattress.
Yeah, mattress.
It was mattress.
Yeah, it was mattress.
Oh, okay.
A mattress stitch.
But you could sew it up however you
want.
want.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, yeah. I'm never that good at seaming, but
it's beautiful.
It is so nice. I love, and obviously I've got one on the go again.
Another one.
Yeah.
The pattern's really well written and easy.
Yeah. Slip stitches again, isn't it?
But yeah.
Mosaic slip stitches.
Knitting.
It looks like it. Like people, I remember when I first saw it, I was like, that looks complicated.
Yeah.
It's so simple, isn't it?
And yeah, and a really nice rhythm as well.
Yeah.
To the stitches.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's my 2024 favourites.
So I've got the Penguono. I can't see myself. Can you hold that?
Yeah.
I don't know where it is on the screen. So by Penguono, I should just put it on. Actually, I'll show the back.
Yeah.
This was out of just random things in stash, so I can't list all the yarns because it was lots of different things. Although on this one, I did hold that Make It Tweed again.
Yeah.
I love the welts on the black back. It's made modular, so the back panel, and then you pick up these side parts and work round, and then the sleeves. Oh, then the shoulder bits, panels, the sleeves.
This is the most. This is my most favourite one I've seen.
Oh, of these?
Of this.
Oh,
if you go through Favourie.
I just thought I want it to be fun and colourful, but something I still would go with loads of things. And I still, so that place between neutral and colourful. And I think the sort of soft pink. But I held a lot of mohair with it as well.
Yeah.
But I'll just put it on so you can see. I made the medium. And I used DK or fingering doubled. But at some points, I also held a DK with a mohair. It's quite forgiving. It's in garter.
It's beautiful.
I found it easy to follow the pattern, really fun, because you were getting to the next section.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it knit up really quickly. I might make another one in the future, but obviously different colours.
Yeah.
Maybe greens.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
So, greens and browns. Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you.
It is stunning.
And then I've got one last thing, because I couldn't not. And that's Jürgen, the slug by Trish Roberts. My slug is called Cesil. And
Cesil.
That was in some hand spun and some drops Luma and maybe drops Charisma for the eyes. I can't remember what I used for the eyes.
Oh, those eyes are amazing.
I had some, you know, used to make lots of toys, and so I've got quite a good safety eye collection. But those are some grey eyes as well. I thought
love it.
Match. So it's made in the round. It was made in the round, was it? I'm thinking it wasn't now. No, it wasn't. I think I seamed it up here. Mattress it. Yeah, I did. I seamed it, and then you make the ruffle and put it round. And that was a fun one.
He's the best. Everyone needs a slug.
So yeah, had to include Cesil.
He's amazing.
Thank you. And that's our favourites of 2024. So we're going to tidy up a bit here and then come back with our plans for 2025. Okay, so our plans for 2025. We're just saying how fun that was to go through all the things.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a theme with colourful things for the neck, accessories.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Do you want to start? Or?
Oh, right, of what we're going to do. So, I wanted to sort of have a plan. We've both got different styles of our plans. I've gone through a list of types of things I want to make. But the first thing I wanted to do is for myself, when I cast something on, or I'm thinking about casting something on, ask the question, what type of knit is it?
Yeah.
So is it something that's fun? So you don't care at all. The purpose of it is fun. So like your amazing Sophie.
Yeah.
That's just pure joy.
Yeah.
Then is there something that's experimental, like the socks, or if you want to try a new technique that you've not tried before, or something that's brain engaging, like Stephen West shawls, or patterns that are more complicated, we have to focus and think. And actually that's quite enjoyable sometimes for the brain. Is it mindless? So like a muscle bra, we can just go round and round and that's the purpose of it. Or is it something, this is what I really struggle with, things where I really want the finished item. So like a neutral garment that you know you're going to wear all the time. It goes with everything. You can wear your neutral garment with the rainbows and it's fine. So yeah, determining what type it is.
Yeah.
Was my first plan.
Yeah. Right.
Are you thinking of how you're going to go about... Did you want to talk about what you were going to do with the dice?
Oh yeah. So, because I've still got 18 whips.
18 whips going into
2024. Well, it was your idea actually. With the dice.
Well, I've seen Denise does a dice roll. Denise Dear Designs.
Yeah.
Yarn and Yarns. Angela.
Do you see a flash then?
No, it was a...
Yeah, don't know what that was.
Strange. She does a dice roll. Yeah. Lots of different people do a dice roll to pick things. So
yeah. So I've got this D20 dice because I've got 18 whips.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is roll each month, roll the dice, and choose only 3 of my whips that I want to work on
for the month.
For the month.
Yep.
But I've also got 5 blankets. So they're separate. So I've got 5 blankets, 18 whips. And then I've also got my January, February, March, April socks that I want to do.
Socks you want to do. Yeah. So they're going to be a new cast on.
So that, well, what I'm saying is, yeah, that's a new cast on. So I'm not going to... You could make
them number 19 of your whips.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Oh, but you've got a different... No, you're just going to cast on. Yeah, you're going to...
Yeah, each month I'm going to cast on the sock.
Sorry, yeah, there's no point doing a dice roll for that because you're doing it every month.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I'm only choosing 3 of the whips to work on because I'm also be working on my socks and a blanket. So I've got another dice, just a normal dice because I've got 5 blankets. If it lands on a 6, then I can choose what blanket I'm going to work on. That's how I've done it. So yeah, I've numbered my blankets, numbered my whips. Whatever comes out, then I'm gonna...
I like that.
And also, so it's a 20 dice. Maybe if it does land on 19 or 20, I can choose what whip, or I can cast on.
Cast on to get it up to 20. You'll probably cast on some things anyway.
I probably will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just really want to get my whips down, but I know
the excitement.
Even doing this, I know what type of person I am with the make-alongs. Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And it's me telling myself, don't tell me.
I've actually
I'm hoping.
Done a dice roll.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'll show you how I can actually do a little review of how mine's been going.
Yeah.
So I went into 2025 with 12 whips, but I've cast on 3 new things. But I did a dice roll picking 4 patterns each Sunday. And on the first one, I only worked on 2 of the patterns that I picked. On the second week, I worked on 3 of them. And on the third week, 3 of the ones that had already come out the 2 previous weeks had worked. I'm changing it too quickly.
Right.
Because I did it every week and I'm picking 4 projects. That gave me more choice. So I could go, oh, I really want to work on that one. I'll ignore the other one.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably better, like you said, monthly. or too, it's too quick.
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about is with the monthly is showing the same
projects again.
Hmm.
It's worth seeing how it goes. The dice roll.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely.
That was the second thing, the dice roll of having a...
So, another thing that I want to do for 2025 is... So, this was my journal in 2021.
Oh, okay.
So I started a journal in 2021. Everything I finished, I took a picture, wrote what needle size, what it was, and I also put a little envelope with what yarn I used, with stickers, and obviously the band. I'm probably not going to keep the ball band for this one. But yeah, I did start it, and then I just got...
You didn't carry on.
I just didn't carry on. Just got bored of it. But I really want to this year. So I've brought a new...
Oh, you've got to have a new clean one.
Clean one. Yeah, I know. That's like, what a waste. But I was like, no, you've got to start fresh. So I've not finished anything. Well, I have, but I've not done it yet.
You stuck some
stickers. Put January, and hopefully I can...
It's a good thing, and especially when podcasting and showing things, because you've kept all the details. Because sometimes if you're wearing the item but you made it ages ago, you've forgotten.
Yeah.
A lot of people obviously use Ravelry for that, but it is nice to have it in a book. I'm not doing some stuff like that, but I have got a notebook, and I got this for Christmas. But this will be for all the notes I need, like the muscle bra. I've written down what size and stitch count and length.
Yeah.
And
see, I do always have a notebook. When I'm knitting, I don't know whether you do.
I didn't, no.
I've always had that. So I've got about 4 filled that I can go back and see what needle size I use for this, this and this. But I don't know. I think I enjoy journaling.
Yeah.
So hopefully
that'll be something.
It'll be something.
Keep up with. So what else have I got here? So I started the year and I said to myself, I'm going to not buy. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to not buy any new yarn. I was looking through my stash. I've got a certain amount where if I keep getting more and more and more, it's encroaching on everything else. And then it's hard to find it because it's, just say the yarn you want's at the bottom of that box and there's several other boxes piled on top. It's quite an ordeal sometimes pulling everything out. So I thought, after Christmas, I thought this year will be that. And actually on New Year's Eve, I went and ordered a kilogram of fibre from Wing and Wool. So I was like, it's not, it was like 9:30 on New Year's Eve. And I was like, quick, do it now. Yeah. But I'm still going to stick to that. I'm not going to say to myself, I thought, not a yarn ban, but a yarn diet. Yeah. So obviously we're going to unravel soon. I will buy yarn because I can't go to a yarn show and not buy yarn. That feels criminal to do that. Yeah, so I'm going to do that as well. Yeah. But I am not going to buy as much. Shopping from stash. Yeah. I'm not going to buy as much when I go to these yarn shows. Because I don't get to use them. Half the budget. Yeah, half the budget. Can you still... I think I've got something wrong with my eyes. Can you see any flashing? Yeah, I think actually the light's doing something strange. I think it might be where Ace is on a wire. Shall I see if I can... No, it's not. No. I don't know. It might just be where he's led on the legs. Tell you what, we'll come back in a second because if it's strobing, that's not going to be good for people. Okay, we think it's something with the light we're using, but hopefully we've fixed it and it's okay. I'm sorry if it isn't and it's made you feel ill or anything. I don't know what's going on. But we'll continue. Hope it's okay. Right, what next? What were we saying? Yarn. Yeah. Halving the budget, trying to shop from stash, and maybe if you do need to get extra things as well, being like, oh, because that will go great with stuff you've already got. Yeah. And the same with patterns. I've got loads of things in my library that I haven't knit. I've also got lots of books. So it's your thing. Have I come?
What?
Have I gone on to another thing of mine?
No, that's fine.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Using patterns I already have, and using books I already have. So I've got a couple of books here that I haven't even shown on the podcast yet, and I've had a flick through but haven't used. This one is Short Row Colourwork Knitting by Woolly Wormhead. It has stitch patterns in it, and give it a quick flash of like stitch patterns and projects. So there's 10 projects. So I want to treat some of my books that are like this as mini workshops.
Yep.
And take some time to knit some swatches, learn the techniques, experiment, and then make a project. So that's one of the Short Row Colourwork knitting that I'm interested in. And then this one is Dark and Dramatic Mosaic Crochet by Alexis Cesil. And there's different designs there. This one has 15, so it's 15 modern goth and alternative patterns, but it's a really interesting technique that I want to have a play with. And let me see, one of the first projects is sort of like these mug rugs, and I thought that would be a good place to start.
Yeah.
And so I want to use my books as workshops.
Yeah. I've actually just seen that I use more of my books.
Yeah.
So
have you got any one that you'd want to jump into? Because you could put the name of it on the screen.
Just more of my sock books, I think.
Yeah.
Or the 52 weeks.
Yeah.
Because I've got quite a few of those, not just socks.
And learning the different techniques.
Yeah.
Because some of them are knit sideways and all kinds of things.
And I've also signed up for the Pacific Knit Co. Doodle thing for this year. So every month,
excuse me,
you get 6 new patterns. But I've done it digital. You can do it. Yeah. You can get the cards sent to you, or you can do it digital. I think it was something like $5.
Oh, so it was cheaper to get the
it was cheaper to do the digital.
Nice.
So yeah, so I've started that. So I definitely want to do a doodle. Something from do a cow or I keep saying that I want to do it. So this is why I've signed up. I mean, I've got loads of her patterns anyway. Yeah. Like the charts and that.
But it's a nice thing to look forward to coming every month.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna definitely cast on a Pacific Knit Co. Cowl and use maybe the new charts that are coming out, or or mix and match. It doesn't have to be.
I've got colourwork cowls written down as well, so I want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Using colourworks, whether it's charts I've come up with or from my books, but it's a really fun project and it's nice to experiment as well. It fits into that kind of experimental thing as well, and fun.
Well, obviously. That's it. We've got like alternate. What's the other one? We've got alternates. Knitovation.
Yeah, so that's the two.
So they've got the
Andrea Mai
charts,
and the dictionary, and then I've got some Favourie style books as well. Did
I get the Pacific Knit Co. book?
Yeah, you did. It's a doodle dictionary. It was a doodle.
Yeah, the doodle dictionary.
Doodle knit. Did you not realise you got the book?
No, I forgot.
Yeah, you got the book as well.
I just
obviously
remembered.
The charts you get will be different from the book though.
Oh yeah. These are all going to be new charts. So yeah, I really do need to this year use
some of the things you've got. I'm going to just say a few things that I've got on here that are particular things. Using up some cotton stash. So I've got a box that's got cotton in it and don't use it very much. So any suggestions from anybody on what would be a good idea? I've put down like face cloths and bags.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else with cotton. Some short sleeve sweaters, so like you've got.
Yeah.
I think I'll wear more.
Yeah.
If I do that. A cabled hat I've got down. The one you've just shown today is gorgeous, and I think I might go for that one. Gift knits. I want to do, if I'm thinking of doing gift knits for people, just start making them and have a box that I put them in so that they're ready for birthdays or Christmas and things like that. We said last week the 12 pairs of socks, and you just mentioned it. So every month do a new pair of socks. I want to make my own advent of fibre advent or mini bats, etc. for Tour de Fleece.
Yeah.
So I want to start now making up stuff, going through my fibre stash, carding some things so they're ready to spin. And what else have I written down? Some mini creatures I showed before, and actually I'll send you the picture in a minute. So
okay.
I'll put a picture up, or well, you'll put the picture in for me, thank you, of the little mini creatures I made. So there was no pattern for these, but they were really fun, and I would like to make some little creatures again. And I think that's apart from a neutral cardigan.
Okay.
The cream one I've already got, I wear all the time, and I've only got one neutral cardigan, so I need to make a grey cardigan or another neutral stone or something that will go with everything. Yeah.
Right, so I'll hold this, or you hold this, so you
so
know what I'm... So I've just put, I think it's 7 or 8 things that I want to, like a wish list, what I want to make before the end of 2025. So my first one is a hat, and it is the Winter Twisted Cable Beanie by, I'll put it on the screen. I'm not very good at...
Sunayana.
Yeah, I'll put it on the screen anyway. So it is called for worsted, so a DK.
Yeah, DK.
Yeah.
That'll
Again,
work.
cable, hat, looks nice. It has got a different rib.
Yeah, that looks interesting.
I've not looked into the pattern. I just saw it and thought, yeah, I want to make one of those.
That looks nice.
So my second one is the Duo Shawl.
Ooh.
By Philippa. I'm not even going to say who they're by. I'm just going to put them on the screen.
Put the name on the screen.
Yeah, I don't want to
worry
butcher
about
people's names.
Pronunciation.
So this is called for a sport weight yarn, but it will be my first intarsia.
That I was going to say, is it intarsia?
Yeah.
That looks really good.
And apparently it's a simple.
Yeah.
So it's got rib. It's got a bit of rib in it, but a simple intarsia.
Yeah.
And that will be my first.
That will be fun. Yeah. That looks really good.
Yeah.
And a great way to get into intarsia.
Yeah.
2 colours.
Yeah.
Sorry, the light is flashing.
Yeah, I'm really hoping it's not gonna... I don't know why.
Sorry, we're just going to take a second to...
Now Ace is having a stretch.
That's a bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
That looks fun.
Do some intarsia. Third one is the John Shawl.
Lovely.
Now, I've got so many of the reimagined kits, but I do want to do it in the one that Jo from Twin Set and Pearl, Joanna Harriet, that's whose pattern it is.
Yep. So obviously you can make it in whatever yarn you have in stash.
Yeah.
But with the reimagined sets, it's 100 grams of a main colour and then 100 grams of 520 gram minis that are in colours, solid colours, but that are picked from the main colour. So, and you've got several of them, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, so that is
that
definitely
looks
on
nice
my list.
As well. It looks nice textures.
The next one is the Patty Shawl. And this is in a fingering, and it's a mosaic. So it's got mosaic.
In that middle section.
Yeah, in the middle section. And so it's 2 colours. So one end you're using one, then in the mosaic you use both, and then I like that.
That's nice, and it's got a similar feel to the duo.
Yeah.
Of the 2 colours.
Yeah. Next one is the Hipster Top. Again, when we went to the Southern Wool Show, Claire showed me someone had sample knit using, again, the reimagined
Bird Street yarn.
Yeah. So this has got like a lace shoulder and 2 stripe.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
That would be lovely.
Yeah. And then I'll just do the stripes in each. So use, So I use the 100 grams for 1 stripe, and then keep changing the colour for the 5.
That'd be beautiful.
Yeah. So that's another one. The Riptide Slipover, which is what I started, made a mistake, ripped it out, but I loved it so much that I'm gonna try and redo it.
Yeah, we couldn't work out how to tink back to where it was.
I did try. It just,
because it's got like a simple lace, but a lace thing down the middle.
Yeah. So I definitely want to redo that. That's a paid for pattern, by the way. Sorry, the duo shawl and the winter twisted cable is free.
Oh really?
On Ravelry.
That's amazing.
And finally, I think it's finally, La Ravello.
Yes.
By Isabel Kramer. That's in a fingering. So that also has like the stripes.
Yes.
I'm into my stripes at the moment.
Well, it's fun, isn't it? Because you can that's really good for stash as well, because you combine what you have. I've actually made the Ravello. That was the second. I haven't got it anymore because I gave it to Holly, but I made a short sleeve version.
Yeah. But
it was the second sweater I'd made, and it was really easy to follow. Yeah. There was nothing where I was confused. About the boat.
It's like a boat neck, isn't it?
Yeah, that was fine. You can add. You can just pick up at the end.
Yeah.
And add a ribbing if you want.
Yeah.
People have done all different things with it in the project pages of Ravelry. You can see what different people have done, and obviously it's a nice, simple raglan as well. Yeah. So buying the pattern, you can still.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I saw on Ravelry that people have changed like where they put the stripes as well. So you can. It's one that you can customise to yourself, your own. Yeah.
And Isabel's patterns are really good.
Oh yeah, I do like. So yeah, so that's my wish to make. Let's hope I stick to it.
Well, the thing is,
it's nice to have a plan actually, because I don't think we did we?
No.
Last year, but at least because I do find that I sit there sometimes and I'm like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? And now I've got something to go back on and go, oh yeah.
I've written down on my list of whips, I've also put down, I've numbered how many of each type. So like garments, blankets, shawls, socks, scarves, cowls, hats. So I know. That's a good idea. So if I'm thinking I want a new cast on, then I can look and think, do I want it to go with things I already have? Do I want it just to be fun? Or it should probably be a hat, because I've already got majority of shawls. If you've got 4 complicated shawls on your needles, do you need to cast on another complicated shawl?
Yeah, no.
By complicated, I just mean brain engaging. You have to look at the pattern. Yeah. You can't just watch the TV. No. Because I found that I've kept casting on some mindless things because I just want different things where I don't have to focus. But again, if you already have 5 of those, maybe work.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I might have to do that as well.
On the ones you have.
Yeah.
I'm just checking I didn't miss anything of the... Oh, that's it. That was the main one. To remember, to remember that it's my hobby. Yeah. And not to get stressed over things or plans or feel that I have to or I have to work on that complicated thing or I have to do any of it. Just remembering that it's
your hobby.
My hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I've done it in big letters to remember to say it.
Yeah. I think that's good plans, you know.
It sounds it's exciting.
It's exciting, yeah. And maybe that will help us.
I think we should do some video calls together as well where we're pulling out stash and going through it. Yeah. Because that's a fun thing to do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And yeah, the girls aren't as interested if I'm pulling it. Yeah, now as well. They're like,
oh, I've got no one in mind.
Well, you hold it and go, what do you think of these?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, we will be, hope you've enjoyed that. If you've got any suggestions for like good cardigans that you've made or sweaters.
Or let us know your plans.
Yeah, anything you're going to do as well. That would be amazing to hear what you're doing. Hope you're all well. And thanks for spending time with us. Take care. We'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.